and she is doing exactly what everybody has been saying in the comments and what I was saying, which is glorifying this period of time and trying to shine the turd of slavery and make it sound like these were good slave owners. There are no good slave owners.
He had the most in this region,
Most slaves.
and that's because when he purchased a slave, if the slave had a wife and children, he'd buy the whole family so that they would never be separated. And so that was good for them. And then in the village, he built a cottage for each of those families so they didn't have to share with multiple families and squeeze into one space. So that was good too. They could
Listen to how she trying to humanize this wicked dog. You understand what I'm saying? This is why we can't, yeah, they trying to, and that's what I always said. I mean, how the fuck is you going, you ain't the same as your ancestors, but, you can't tell the truth of their wickedness. Them same people that they got up on their wall, their families, their grandmamas and granddaddy, they love their grandmamas and granddaddy. They got them all over the walls in their house and shit. You understand? These is the same people that came out to these lynch mobs to come and see our people set on fire and this, that, and the third. They say they don't listen, but they love these people. They love their ancestors. They love you think they're going to give up their ancestors for your ass? They don't give a fuck what pain your ancestors felt. They're not going to give up their ancestors. You understand? And so you going to have to, these niggas are detached from their own ancestors to be friends with these nothing ass Neanderthals. You see? This is wicketry. Listen to this witch.
hunt, they could fish, so they could buy for their own food, and they also built a hospital for them, and there was a doctor who would visit every week, and the doctor trained one of the slaves to be a nurse to take care of them. So from the readings that we have, it sounds like the slaves were treated fairly well as the slaves can be treated, considering the conditions. When the war ended, the majority of the slaves stayed here. And we actually have descendants of the slaves who still work here today. Pretty amazing.
So I just want to clear up a couple of things in her little speech there. There are no good slave owners. Oftentimes, if you could afford it and you were a slave owner, they would purchase families together because they were less likely to run away. They didn't do it because they were good people. They built them hospitals and trained a nurse is not some charity that they were doing. The only reason that they made a hospital and that they trained a nurse to take care of them is because white physicians would not even touch Black people.